Here's the final video just to give you some final hints and tips about using Notebook. So once you've actually set it up in Teams, you can actually just go into the OneNote app to access it properly if you want to kind of do a lot of work and therefore get the full screen on OneNote rather than just sort of half a screen on Teams and half a screen on OneNote. So if you go to the top left hand corner with the 9 sort of boxes, click on OneNote and it'll open up OneNote properly for you. It might open it up like this to begin with. This is all the different notebooks I have. So I want to open up this notebook here. Test 1 notebook. And then it should bring through the notebook that I've created. Now, when you are asking students to access this for the first time, please ask them to first of all access it through their Teams and go into the class notebook on their Teams app. That should then draw through that notebook to their OneNote app. They can then go into the OneNote app on their iPads and it should appear. If they then go into it and it doesn't appear, if they go to the sort of the 3 lines on the left hand side and there's an option of notebooks, there might be notebooks there and they might be able to see it from there. Or if they go to more notebooks down the bottom, this will then allow them to access more of their notebooks and hopefully draw through the correct one. It's just a little bit fiddly, but it'll get there. So here we have it here. Here's all the different notebooks, my notebooks, notebooks that have been shared with me, class notebooks that exist, and they click on whichever one they want to access and it should draw that through to their OneNote app. So there's my Test 1 notebook. And you can see the screen's a little bit bigger and it has all the functions of Notebook in the actual OneNotebook app. A couple of other things to mention. If you are creating new sections for your students, like I said before, you go to your class notebook and then you can distribute a new section. Now you might have seen the option there of distribute new section group. They are the devil. If you do that, what's going to happen is it allows you to create a new section. And then within that section, it allows you to create another section. So let's say I want to create a section called Scottish Wars. And then within that, my first topic is about Alexander III, and then it's about Belial, etc., etc. And I want to distribute that. That's great. It can help keep students' work nice and tidy. The reason I'm saying that they're the devil is that when you then try to set an assignment, you cannot assign a page to go into the section group. So when it then comes to setting tasks, you still have to assign the task to one of these areas, one of their normal section areas, and the student will then have to move that into the section group, but it loses a link with the assignment. It's a bit of a mess. I would just recommend not using them if you're going to be assigning pages to the student sections. So stay away from section groups. If you want to manage your notebooks, that little black booklet there allows you to manage your notebook. At this section, you can do lots of different things such as adding new sections to everybody's notebook. You can edit the names of sections. You can delete sections. You can choose to enable teacher-only section group. Now, this is a bit that I think I mentioned earlier in the video. If you enable this bit, a new section will appear in your notebook only, and this is only you can see it and only you can edit it. So it might be that you're working on pages and you're not quite finished them, so you don't want to have them visible to students yet. You can do in the teacher only section. Or maybe you are creating the answers to a task and you don't want them to see it yet. Do it in the teacher only section. The students can't see it, they can't edit it, only you can see it and only you can edit it. So you need to go here to enable the teacher only section. You can also choose to lock or unlock the collaboration space. So maybe they've done work and you don't want them to edit it just now. You want to save it, click on that and that will lock that space. You can also give specific permissions to the collaboration space, so to specific students. You can also send links out to parents and guardians to share the work that the students have done either in their own notebook or in the content library.